Hey everybody, Andy here, aka Montolio. Here we are for round two of a vintage league, and we are playing um, blue-black Sedgwich, and we're playing against a noted dredge player, and they are indeed on dredge. They're down to five, and they're powdering, and they've capped. So, I mean, look, I have zero game in game one against dredge. Like, the likelihood of me being able to do anything at all is just very, very low. And given that, I'm just like, I'm going to keep this hand and see what I can do. Like looking for Lotus right here. Did not find a Lotus, but what we did find is actually reasonably solid, believe it or not. Like that was actually probably one of the best sequences we have because we actually only have one green man in this entire deck, right? So I was thinking I had zero chance. I guess, I mean, on the draw, this is probably pretty low. They have to brick here significantly for me to have a chance, but if they do, like if they just discard, yeah, they just discarded the shambling shell. Like if they don't hit here, we got a chance. Okay, they hit a Narcomoeba. Okay. And they got a Thug. All right, well, Wasteland. Yeah. Just getting buried here. And I don't even think I can get out of this position here, to be honest with you. They strip me here. This gives me no play here. Okay. Well, we're getting beat down here, that's sure. That's for sure. I'm not going to react. I'm going to take 6 damage here. Take a Narcomoeba. I could take the Shambling Shell. The problem is that once they tap their Bazaar, they can take it away from me, so it doesn't make any sense. And of course, with the 2 dredgers here, I'm in a whole bunch of trouble. Yep. Okay. I mean, that Wasteland was pretty good. because we otherwise would have been able to Knight's Whisper and trying to dig into something. It's unlikely to have been enough, but the good news for us is we got a pretty good game against them post-board. That makes me feel good. There's a world where I could see bringing in Assassin's Trophies as well. And Cabal Therapy is really quite poor. I could see perhaps keeping that. Let's see. Dig Through Time is probably going to be a little bit slow. Typically think Force of Negation is poor against them because they're Force of Vigoring during our turn. We want the islands. Deathray Shaman has very limited functionality in this deck because of just having the one tropical island. I feel like Reanimate's fairly poor. Mental Misstep is pretty bad as well. Narset is not good either. It doesn't stop dredging. So I could see cutting that. Knight's Whisper seems like a fairly disposable card. I don't mind Repeal just for being able to bounce back a zombie token or something. Yeah, I think this is fine. Kind of nice to have the Assassin's Trophy on the board here to be able to hit a Bazaar, because otherwise I have no way of actually damaging a Bazaar. I can't keep that. I can keep this though. What do we want to put back? I feel like we'll put a Repeal back. The nice having the Flusterstorm with the ley line here. The question is, do I get a non-wastable land to cantrip? That's the question. Powdered again, they're down to 5. I don't think I need that, but I'm pretty open to the Lotus here. We'll get that into play. I mean, Sedgemoor is solid. Okay. We've played our card here. Do they have a Flusterstorm or a Vigor? Nope. It's almost a shame they didn't have a Vigor there because the Flusterstorm would have really helped my clock here. Would have got several triggers off my Sedgemoor. I mean, even Hollow One coming down here is, ooh, that is brutal. Well, I feel like I need to be conservative and get a snow-covered island here. May as well get a couple of tokens out of it. Now, Force of Vigor obviously changes this equation significantly. Oh, good for them. Look at them. All right. Did they not have a bazaar? Like maybe they just didn't expose it? I mean, I had no cards in hand. Can't imagine why they wouldn't, but Death Right, that is a good draw. Get a green. Actually, maybe we just want the black to drain and save the green. Yeah, get a black source here. Like, perhaps they've got the vigor, I don't know. And then I'd be punished for that line, but I'm feeling like I'm desperately trying to close this game out as fast as I can. Yeah. I mean, I've got a cage. I know they can't do anything here now. All right. I mean, we're chipping away here. I'm not going to expose the cage here. No need to do it. Ooh, that was a good draw. Makes me glad I didn't block there. Gives me something else to feed on here. And we're pretty close to a win. We do need another cantrip here, and that is a cantrip. I honestly don't feel like I need to pay life here. What did they reveal? Revival and Icarid. Okay, well. So if my opponent attacks me, I mean, that's just the best situation for me. They just die if they do that. Um, I'm not going to attack them next turn. I guess I actually can. I can attack them next turn. Just attack with everything. Well, really, I just untap and killed them. So it doesn't even matter. But Treasure Cruise was actually going to be all right in that situation. Let's see what else I was going to draw. Okay. Well, look, our opponent mulliganed to 5, and Dredge does that. And I feel like, um, Ley Line of the Void is just any way you chalk it up is the best hate against the opponent that you can ask for. I think this is good. I like the way I'm configured here. Got a little bit lucky to find that Black Lotus off the top to be able to get the Sedgemoor in, but it was just enough to be able to produce a few tokens to be able to win the game. But I don't really feel favored against Dredge, especially if they keep 7, but we have the tools to beat them. See, the problem with this hand is the mana is really awkward. I think I have to mulligan that. That's much better. Put a card on the bottom. What do we want to put on the bottom here? Do you know what the problem with this is? Is unmask. Still, I think I have to do this. I feel like I need to have a unwastelandable black source here. And of course speeding ourselves out is definitely going to help. So this could be indicative they've got the force of vigor. They're just doing it. That's not going to work. Probably don't need to play it out, but I want now that I have the Flusterstorm, of course, I feel a little more secure in this line. In addition to that, I feel like I need to keep my mana untied. And, they do run Unmask, and there's Cabal therapies. Obviously, they can't use their therapies right now, but I think we've got to be careful around being exactly what I was going to say, is being able to draw something like a Knight's Whisper. Now, I'm taking my shields down to do this, but I think it's just a risk I have to take. And hopefully we don't get punished for it. If we get to untap here, we probably are going to win. Well, we still have to deal with a hollow one potentially, but what we're looking for off the top is a land. I'm going to give myself a little ancestral here. And Sedgemoor is really nice. Obviously, we're not going to take our shields down right now. There's no reason to do that now. Yeah, hollow one is fine. Well, that is definitely a lot trickier, isn't it? Double hollow one is really good. Wow. It's going to make it hard for me. It is definitely going to make it hard for me. I'd really like to have the land to be able to get the... I'm just going to continue to get basics right at the moment here. I guess it doesn't really matter that much, does it? It doesn't really. Because I'm cantripping here without a doubt. I don't have a choice. I unfortunately just have to take my guards down, but they have one card in hand. Like, maybe they've got a force of vigor, but I don't know. Yeah, with the double hollow one, I've lost the luxury of trying to play around it. Oh, I do like AT. These are all good cards. And of course, when I get to untap, if they have the force of vigor, I still have the ability to stop it. Life gain does matter here. The AT doesn't look so good right at the moment because I don't have a green source, but hopefully I can rectify that. Let's get an ancestral recall here. Oh, there's the green source. And a DRS. Geez, this really turned out all right, huh? And we get our first hit of the game in. And we'll hold Flusterstorm up. Now, we're going to need some cantrips here. Like, I mean, we're kind of run ourselves out of sauce here to some extent, for lack of a better term. But I think I can take 4 damage here, or 3 really. Try and close the clock here as fast as I can. We're going to need some help. Unmask. Fluster. And if they were, I mean, they don't have a force of vigor here now, but even if they did, like Cage still is fairly serious. They've just conceded the game. Okay. Well, I felt like we ran pretty well there. I really liked the trophy out of the board. That was, I think, a good inclusion, giving me an ability to remove troublesome permanents like a Bazaar of Baghdad. So we'll take that. Good win.